last time we spoke, I was talking about those three things that can keep us going through tough times: faith and hope and love. Now Paul talks in 1 Corinthians 13 about when everything else is stripped away, those three things remain. And I want to pick up on that thought today as I walk along the beautiful Caroline Bay here in Timaru. I want to pick up on the idea of faith. Faith's a funny kind of a word. We often think about faith as being about our beliefs and how we live our lives and just the way we are as people. But I've been thinking about it, and I reckon that faith isn't something that stands alone or exists on isolation. Let me tell you what I mean. See, I think that faith actually forms a virtuous circle with faithfulness, and you can't really have one without the other, or at least it's not sustainable. If you think about it, faith is not just some set of list of beliefs or ideas that we adhere to. I want to talk about that more another day. But faith is an action. It's taking a chance. It's trusting that the one that you have faith in will be there for you. And of course, that can't be sustainable unless the object of your faith is worthy of that faith, unless faith is partnered with faithfulness. And that works in all sorts of areas of life, and just about any relationship or any part of our lives, doesn't it? If we have faith in something, but whatever it is lacks faithfulness, then our hopes will be dashed. Or if we're faithful to an idea, but it turns out that idea or that person is faithless, then we're left stuck. But the good news is that we can both be people of faith, people who act in faith, and we can also be faithful people. And our lives of faith and faithfulness are mirrored in the faith and faithfulness that God shows towards us. If you think about it, all those things that Jesus does is stepping out in faith. He had faith in us as humanity, as God's children, as members of this beautiful creation, that in spite of it all, we will be faithful in the end. And God's faithfulness does not wait for us to act, but God's already out there being faithful to us before we even know it. So when we come across these times when things are really difficult and everything is stripped away from us in life, we can cling on to these two things that build upon each other, that are a virtuous circle, that support one another and sustain us through the most difficult times. We can trust in God's faithfulness. We can trust that as we step out in faith, that faith won't be in vain. And having that foundation allows us to be people of faith and people of faithfulness in the rest of our lives as well. So as you go about this week, whatever's happening for you, whatever's going on with you, whatever joys or trials life brings you, I pray that you will be people of faith and people of faithfulness. Bless you all.